Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Stranded Alien Dawn. And okay, here we go. This is going to be something you see quite a bit. Connor is at a risk of meltdown. So when you see this, my tendency sometimes is to really get scared. Like in RimWorld, this would be terrifying. But in this case, we can just click on him and we can see what's wrong. He's crushingly unhappy. However, he's got this pain that's always going to bother him. It's dark, so once we get that torch set up, he won't be upset. And he eats, that'll make him happy, and then when he sleeps, this will go away. So this is actually not the end of the world. Like, you see, this arrow is where he's trending toward. So he's trending up. He's well-fed. Food variety, ate on a table, had a quick meal, got a huge boost from that, and then we'll lose the drowsiness too. Now he's average mood, and the pain is all that's really getting to him. But it is a good reminder that we want to have torches, and we're going to want to get some other things set up as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and build a tailor bench. We'll build it out of wood. I like to build most stuff out of wood because it's easiest to get. Alright, now everybody's waking up, kind of getting into their machinations. You see how spring, it's a little chilly, but it's going to get hot as we approach summer. So our clothing situation is actually fine for a while, but we want to be ready. All right, Yoko's cooking. Quinn is repairing, making defense. Now, Rita actually took over research, which I don't want to have happen. So here's what I'm going to do. Manage activities. Quinn has a higher priority to research. She's just in the way. So what I want you to do instead of that is, can you make... She's not assigned to construction at all, huh? Okay, let me go to activities. Yeah, I'm going to turn everybody on to construction, at least basic level. And then here, Rita, I need you to just make this. It doesn't... The quality of this bench does not matter to me at all. But Quinn, here we go. He's going to come do it. He's happy doing it. Low food supply, 4 days is what they're telling us, is that we are in danger of running out of food. Now, this is because I believe I have... I have my emergency rations. We should... Well, we're not going to listen to it because... I'll tell you why. You see these fields? There's food all over these things. But it is a good reminder that we need to make sure that we're gathering food more aggressively. Now, these are our broadleaf, blade grass. Yeah, our fruit bushes are going to take a second to grow. And that's okay. 4 days is actually a reasonable amount of food. Lightning rod's all done. So we want to build at least one lightning rod. I'm going to go to power, and I'm going to make a lightning rod. And you see this giant area of influence. We'd like it to just strike here and not hit us. So we'll put it right there. All right. Yoko's getting her supplies. It's a little annoying not to have everything hauled, so I might want to stop Connor from scavenging after this. And let me just go to our activities and I'm going to bump Connor up to hauling number 1. This is probably just temporary, but I'd like to have all the stuff here. I don't want my crafters to have to walk over and get that. Okay, great. So Rita finished building most of the stuff. The dartboard is done. And our shroom torch is rebuilt. So I'm going to go here to the tailor bench and we can assign a bunch of tasks. So we're going to go to sew tops. And what do we need? Well, I'm going to put a lot of things here. And we're going to start with cooler stuff. So I'm going to say make t-shirts until there's at least 2 of them. And I'm going to start very simply. Summer pants until there's 4. Summer shoes are nice. I suppose. I'm not like over the moon about it. I'm actually going to make sneakers until we have 4 pairs. And then hats. This thing is good for the summer, so we're going to have 4 of these. Now, this is all I'm going to make for the time being, but then we can go to sew tops. And we're going to make at least 2 shirts. And we're going to want coats for the winter. So I think they can wear the sweater underneath and the coat on top. So we're going to have until 4 sweaters. And we're going to have coats until 4. And that's a lot that I'm queuing up. But remember, we're growing all of this. And I'm actually going to just turn off the limit because we're going to need a lot of cloth to make that happen. Yoko will switch over. Once she finishes the spear, she's going to switch over. He is transporting... Alright, so we've researched pickling, tea boiling, lightning rods, metal refinement. We've scavenged a ton, which is great. Now, there's no queued research, and I could queue research, but I actually want to get my fence done. So I'm just going to let the fence happen for a bit. Torches are done. Darts is happening. Hey, he got a bonus for scoring well. That's fun. And you see, even though it's giving me this food warning, I mean, our food is about to rot away. Because you'll figure out what your threshold is, but... I might want to turn off emergency rations from everybody, too. Because you see how he's eating an emergency ration instead of the quick meal? And I know that might provide food variety, but I want, like, the quick meals, we've got all of these, and I want those to be what people eat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that setting as well. I'm going to copy these restrictions, and I'm just going to paste these restrictions on everyone else. Please don't eat just raw emergency rations. It makes them unhappy anyway. Oh, we found a pulse rifle. Okay, great. That was something we found in one of the crashed spaceship. I'm going to change cooked emergency ration to be until there's 3 of them, just to provide a little bit more variety. right, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to build a this here, and now I can't. The torch on the wall actually prevents me from removing that interior wall, so I can't do that, but I can do this. Just to help make more space. That's roofed. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into manage. I'm going to go into activities, and I'm actually going to turn Connor back to 2 here, and I'm going to put Connor at 2 on construction. He does a lot of stuff for us, but I want this fence to get done. And here comes the cloth. By the way, we can go into our skills and say, okay, who is actually the best at combat? And she's the second best. So why don't we give her, instead of this bow, why don't we give her this pulse rifle? Oh, it wasn't picked up. Okay, that's fine. Spear. Spear. Let's get spears on everybody. All right, and now that this is open, I can just copy the stockpile, and I'm going to build another one here. Like that. Just make a little bit more storage space. Oh, wait, I can't build this. Let me take down this. It's going to trap her inside, the way that this is constructed. Unless, what I do is I build another one like this. Look at that fence. You know what? Yeah, I need tailoring as a separate skill. So I need to set her to be very, very high on that as well. All right, so our towers are done. And we just got a ding for aggressive animals right as we finished our fence. How about that? Awesome. But they're not ready to attack yet. They're not in. We're just going to wait. The statue is done. Hilarious. And we could check our people. So you see how he's at 34, but he's pretty happy. Rita actually made him happy. And food variety, table, quick meal, well-fed, determination, a bit stressed out. We do have recreation, he just didn't do it. You can see we're actually running low now on trees, so I'm going to go orders, cut trees, and, just get some more done. Animals are coming. So it's time to, well, let me see where they are. They're over here. Okay, I'm going to wait for them. Okay. Now, I just want to give my people as much sleep as possible. They got to wake up. It's dark again, which stinks, but what can we do? All right. So we're going to go, I pushed Control R to draft everyone. And I'm going to, because of the direction that they're coming, I'm going to put Connor right here in this tower. And then I'm going to put Rita here. And we'll put Yoko here and Quinn here. Now remember, we have to leave the gates open so they can come in. If you close the gates, then what happens is they will just attack the nearest fence to get through. We also want to start filling this up with traps, but we haven't done that yet. That's going to be the next step of our defensive phase. But now look at this. Everybody's up in their little fortified tower, and they're ready to start shooting. It's dark, so we're going to miss a lot, sadly, but that's just the reality of it. And you'll see Connor start shooting. He likes doing combat, so he's happy, and now everybody's shooting. Some people don't like doing combat, so they actually get sad, but hey, we don't have a choice here. Now, if they get too close, they'll just attack our fence. That's fine. Okay, they're breaking our stuff. Okay, so sometimes what happens is, like, the enemies are outside of your line of sight, like, because you see these red squares we can't quite see there. So I'm just going to have him get down and attack. And there's only 4 left. Okay, and then I want Rita. Can you get down and attack this thing? And they're all dead. Excellent. So I'm just going to push Control R to send everybody back, and they'll repair this. And I'm going to select all of these bugs and butcher them. And we'll set up traps next time to make this even easier on ourselves. And floodlights eventually so that we can see. Speaking of that, under production, we can make a fermentation bale and we can make a furnace. So we might as well create some of these. We'll make it out of wood. And it needs to be accessed. We'll put it there. And we'll also make a furnace, and we can put it... what does it need? Blocked by objects. Oh, no, it's the shed itself that's blocking it, I guess. That's fine. I'll just put it right here for now. We need some more stone, no problem. We'll just go over here and select some stone to be mined. I'll get a little bit of extra. Now, I also want to go into manage and go back to research and turn research back on because we finished the fence. What do we need? We want electricity immediately. So I'm going to go electrical grids to start out. And then to go with that, we need solar panels, but we have to do this first. So we want that. That is good. Bench press is nice. The bench press helps with your physical, I believe, and it helps recreation. And let's see, anything else that we want to make? Not at the moment. Musical instruments are cool. I'm going to just roll with this. Just focus on electricity. We do want the balloon to be researched so we can explore. We'd like to be able to ferment fuel. That's a good idea. Sure, animal taming. Okay. Now, I'm going to build one more of these and rotate it around so that she can get in and out easier. And immediately now, our storage space is looking really good. I'm going to select stockpile and just draw in a few more. No, it's too big. That is not what I meant. Here. There. I'm going to watch my situation on cooking, but I might turn down our cooking a little bit because I feel like we might be having food spoil and she has to spend a lot of time cooking. All right, electric grids are done. It does give you a tip on electricity if you want to read it, but we'll explain it. You can also play the tutorial, which is the same as if you would have done it preemptively. I'm going to dismiss this. Farming 7 is nice. And I am going to go to manage and go to research. And then we want to make, now that we have power, you could see we have a lot of fuel actually. We could do diesel generators, refrigerators. We need electronics rather, before we can make solar panels, so we have to go find some. But I'm going to queue those things up there as we start to get electricity. Connor is upset, but he's eating, so he should be fine. Connor, what you up to, dude? He's happier. What are you doing at the moment, though? You're going to go butcher? Well, you don't have to. You can relax. Sometimes you'll have certain colonists who will always melt down because they're really hardworking, or they're slow moving, or something prohibits them from relaxing in their relaxation time, and you just have to force them to do some activities or change their schedule. Okay, Yoko, what you doing? She's still cooking? Okay. Alright, I am going to turn these recipes down. Well, she's almost done. When they do this, by the way, their shooting will go up, which is awesome. The fermentation barrel is done, so we can click on this and say ferment. And let's just pickle some vegetables. And we're going to do this until we have... I don't know. Let's just say 40. I might have to put somebody else on tailoring. Your cook will spend a lot of time cooking, but it's so important to have good food for everybody to be happy, get the variety bonus. So what I'm going to do then is I might need to go manage activity, and you see how cooking is before tailoring. I'm going to bump up tailoring to, like, incredibly important for Yoko. Because once we get all these clothes made, she won't have to do that forever. And I mentioned this. Let's get this started. Let's go defense, and let's start building traps. Now, this requires metal, which we unfortunately don't have. But what we want to do is lay in, and it might look crazy, but you want to put in as many traps as you can. These will help us out so tremendously. I think that's a pretty good trap field for us. Because the enemies will get snared, meaning we can just shoot them more and more from our towers while they're stuck. Your colonists will never trigger them, never suffer any damage from them, so they're really nice. Excellent. We got melon now. Okay, we got silicon coming in. We've researched long-distance travel. Excellent. And Yoko is busy making stuff. She likes doing this, so she's happy just making clothing for everyone. And Rita likes, farming, so she's thrilled doing this. Rejected by Yoko. Oh, Quinn is trying to propose to Yoko. Man, haven't you learned anything working next to this lady? I guess he's desperate. Alright, got a lot of wood. Excellent. Okay, thin smoke. So, we see some smoke on the horizon. So once you research long-distance travel, you'll start having events that happen where, for science, now we can build a hot air balloon, and we want to build this. So I'll put it down, let's put it over here. And then this way, if you see smoke, you can send your balloon there, and it might be like some other colonists, some other people might want to come join us, and that would be excellent. We have a much better chance of surviving if we have more people to fight to do jobs for us. We have plenty of food to feed them. That's not the issue. So at this point, what we have on our side is we're building a balloon. We've got fermentation. We're putting in traps. We completed our fence. We got into another kerfuffle, and nobody even took any damage. We have weapons for everyone. We're making clothing, and we're doing a really, really good job here. There is this giant flying insect that we might want to observe. And I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. We need to build ourselves a little house so that when it gets cold, we can keep ourselves warmer, better, perhaps make a crafting building or a structure as well, make a better warehouse to store our goods, and kind of graduate out of these scrap metal shanties as we move forward, building some better containers to store things than just random piles. But we're, thriving, and we have a ton of research done. We're doing more. We even finished electricity, but we need to get ways to generate that better than just a generator. although that's the starter thing, and we can even ferment the alcohol or the fuel using the fermentation barrel and the insect meat. And I will check you all in the next episode of this series. Thanks for watching. Take care.